Hey, it's Jordan with TYT and TYT Politics. I am out here with Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard, who gave a really impassioned floor speech the other day. You're one of the leaders in Congress, you, Senator Sanders, a couple other progressives who have, frankly, given a damn about this situation. I wanted to ask you, obviously this is about water and land. The bigger picture here, what do you think is at stake when you're looking at the violence that has gone on and the desecration of land and these types of things?
There are a lot of issues at stake here. In my meeting with the chairman of the Standing Rock Sioux Tribe, in meeting with so many of the people here, what I have heard from them and the reason why I'm here is to help bring attention to the cause of water protection. That is what is at stake, and it is not just protecting the water in this location for these people. That is critical and it is important, but it is also a symbol of the need for us as a country and people around the world to recognize this precious resource that is water, which equals life. Without it, there is nothing else that we can do. And that is the big picture. That is what is at stake here.
And you look at, you served, you're a veteran, the president, Congress, they're all supposed to be protect against foreign and domestic enemies. I mean, this is my fifth time here. I've seen directly, people getting shot in the face, point blank range, unarmed people by police, grenades, mace, pepper spray, it goes on. People getting arrested without getting their rights read, all sorts of things. And there seems to be no consequences. It's almost like North Dakota has seceded from the U.S. What do you think about the situation here? What needs to be done? Because by and large, there's more cameras here now, but the media has not been reporting what's actually going on here.
Yeah, it's such a twisted sense of priorities. Again, the people who are gathered here peacefully to take a stand for protecting our water. There have been a lot of other distractions and a lot of other issues that have been raised. And the leadership has not taken appropriate action to make sure that our First Amendment rights collectively are protected and honored, and we've seen what the result of that has been, unfortunately, with people getting hurt unnecessarily. This is, again, where all of our veterans who have gathered here have a great opportunity to help uplift the peaceful voices of those who have been here for so long, to lift the voices of the Standing Rock Sioux, to say we are gathered here to speak as one voice to protect our water. This is not a political issue, it's not a partisan issue, it's not an us versus them issue, it is a life issue. And the more that we can bring focus and attention to that, taking that high road, focusing on that most critical message that's important to all people and all living beings and our planet, I believe that message can penetrate and we can bring about change. That this is not just something that's happening in North Dakota, this is not just an isolated incident, that we as a people, all people, must stand together and not pit one side against the other, not say that this is a choice for our country between the economy and jobs versus water. It's about doing things right, as we say in Hawaii, in a way that is pono, in a way that is proper, so that we are doing what is right for the people. And by building a pipeline just 6 feet below a major water source, not only for the people in this region, but millions of people in the surrounding area, with not even a question of if, but when there are problems with that pipeline, when it has a spill or a leak or a problem, the damage will be so far-reaching. It will not be a question of, well, how much will it cost to clean it up? How much will it cost to correct this? That is out of the question. I think one of the things that has not been covered enough is the Energy Transfer company that's building this pipeline has a $25 million insurance policy. Again, not if, but when something goes wrong with this, where do you think they're going to be? Where do you think their $25 million is going to be? And that is a drop in the bucket to the billions, if not trillions of dollars that it'll cost to try to clean up such a mess and to try to bring water and life back to these people in this place.
And it's also interesting that the CEO is building the biggest wind farm in the Caribbean right now. So obviously he knows the power of wind, just not in America. Lastly, I wanted to ask you, other than the pipeline, I think this story has really brought to light the disregard of treaties, the disregard of native sovereignty, the continued oppression of Native Americans. Frankly, I knew my history, but I wasn't actively thinking about it before this. Most people weren't. Can you kind of talk about what comes next after the pipeline, because it's not like these issues oppressing Native Americans just go away.
Yeah, I think that's been one of the positive things that has already come about because of this. Again, I had the chance to meet with the chairman Archambault yesterday, and that's what he shared, that whatever the outcome of this is, he already feels like there has been victory, that more people are paying attention to Indigenous rights and the challenges that have been placed upon Indigenous peoples in Indian country and in other places, and that by more people paying attention and causing this desire to learn more, it will then hopefully continue to spur action and energy towards accountability and a change in laws and a change in policy, so that we are honoring the people, the first people of this land.